Hey Aries, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Welcome to your October reading for love and career. If this is your first time to my channel, I so appreciate you stopping by. Consider subscribing if this resonates. Just check your body, all of you guys, while I'm doing this reading. If it resonates, you feel it in your body, and it's telling you something. And so you look at tarot like it's a vehicle just for self-exploration. It's not telling you your truth, your future. You are making your world. But sometimes it really helps to have an outer voice help you explore the inner world, right? All right, you guys. I always get so rowdy when I see you guys pop up and I'm like, it's time for an Aries reading. I love the energy that I get. I'm a Pisces, so it just stirs everything up for me. I'm like, what is this? It's a party. All right, so career, making sure they're all upright. We take the cards that volunteer themselves by flying out. That's the way I like to do it. If they fly out in reverse, that's the way we read it. So for Aries and career, you guys have been kind of on fire, I feel like, just really coming into your own with career. It's because it's like, it's resonating deeper than just what you're doing for your career. It's a way of you guys expressing something much more. That's what's been coming out a lot. We have the Wheel of Fortune, very karmic. You are exactly where you're supposed to be in this big wheel. That's what that means when it comes out. It's always a confirmation that you're exactly where you should be. Even if that place, for some readings, for some people, is uncomfortable, it's just confirmation that, hey, there's a plan here. Trust and have faith. We have victory, 6 of Wands. I don't know why I'm smiling so hardcore right now. My cheeks are hurting. But it feels really good. I'm going with it. Victory. You've earned this. This has all been, it's all been building up to this moment. We have celebration, we have friends, recognition, being appreciated. This could be co-workers. And I came out with another card. I do feel like there has been, in recent times, and even currently for some of you, there has been a time, there's been a decision that you needed to make, a choice you needed to make that was difficult. Somehow friends are coming into this, clarity on this, 2 of Swords. 2s are always decisions that need to be made. And the reason why 2 of Swords is hard is because you're kind of detached from that inner guide. Because you're listening to the information out there. You're trying to like weigh facts. It's the cons and pros list, and you're sitting and looking at it and coming up with nothing. That's when you need to kind of fall back on your emotions a little bit. That's when you need to fall back on your intuition. What does it feel like? And that helps you get that blindfold off and move forward, right? And make a decision left or right. As if you take off that blindfold, you can see the moon behind you, and the moon always symbolizes intuition in tarot. Friends, collaborators, co-workers play a role in this somehow, okay? That's why they're coming out. And in clarity to that, we have the Empress in reverse. What is this energy? What is this energy? What am I feeling? The World card. This is closing up a chapter. This is also, you might be working with others that are a distance from you or different from you. Could be even culturally different from you. But there's the indecision doesn't feel bad, but you're not quite sure if it's going to go anywhere. It's like it could be a great group of people, or it could have potential. There could be some cool things about it, but you don't see where it could grow. And that's why you're getting the Empress card, but in reverse. Because the Empress, when she's upright, suggests the growing of something from the seedling into something large. So this could be an opportunity or a direction in your career that others might feel enthusiasm for, and you enjoy that and you appreciate it, but you are hesitant to get caught up in it. More on career for my Aries. Yeah. You are playing the role of the King of Swords. In a group, this would be, now I don't know if you're saying this out loud, but your energy in this reading is, okay, let's not put the cart before the horse. One sec. Let's look at the facts. And it's interesting because I think Aries, the Aries I'm speaking to right now, they're very good in this role. The King of Swords is experienced individual. They're intelligent. They fall back on facts, not emotion. And that's why you are getting the Two of Swords. Because a moment ago, remember when I said, with the Two of Swords, you can't fall back on facts always. You need that thread. You need to thread yourself back to the intuition, to the moon behind you. To take off the blindfold, you need to actually feel something here. And inevitably you do, regardless. You need to check in with yourself. Because the facts would suggest, hey, there's a lot of potential here. You know, let's move forward with this thing. But you don't see growth in it. That could be a client you guys are taking on. That could be a branch of the company. That could be, you know, there's all sorts of scenarios out there. Ah, this Ace of Cups, this offer. I'm wondering if they're linked. I'm wondering, tell me more about this offer. Is this a new offer? Or is this something that you don't see growth in? Ah, Sun, a lot of potential. There's something else coming. There's something else coming. It's going to be good, and it's going to make you feel back on track. The facts need to, the hard data needs to line up with it for you to take the bait, though. You know what I mean? To bite. So what about that? I mean, with the Sun card, that's the most positive card in the whole deck. There you are. Your Emperor energy. You are Emperor. Aries rules this card. This is boss energy. This looks good. So you guys, it looks like you're having major victory. You're exactly where you should be. I do feel like you are being recognized by others, and you are the authority on this, whatever this part of your career is, and kind of what you say goes. Now, there's something that is tweaking your spidey sense because you don't feel that something's going to grow in the right direction. You're not sure. You're like, I don't know if I want to invest in that. But it's not backed by facts. The reason why you have some indecision about it is because you feel it. Your instincts are telling you something. So I am encouraging you, Tarot is encouraging you, take it if it resonates, to listen to your intuition with that one. Because there is an offer coming through. And it's you are the boss at this. You are the authority on this. You are uncompromising. It's really good. Really good, you guys. Rowdy. Okay, you guys, I'm going to move on to love. This looks really exciting. It looks all good. All good. Love, love, love from my Aries. If this is resonating so far, I encourage you to give that like button a press. Thank you so much. Perpetuates the energy. We don't understand energy, right? Like, we understand electricity, but we kind of don't. We harness it every day. We turn on that light switch. It's just that easy, and we have light. We don't know what the hell it is. Same thing with energy. Same thing with time. Linear time is man-made, right? Energy, we don't fucking understand, but we can harness it, and we do every day, whether we like it or not. We're destroying or creating. So I'm going to do my best to harness the general populace of Aries energy, give you a good love reading, and check your body if it resonates. All right, love for Aries. Flying out, we got your card, the Emperor. You are in the zone. And I got to tell you guys, little confession, I've done your tarot reading once before. This was yesterday, and I had to let it go because it got all screwed up on my camera. So you got a lot of the same cards, and one of the cards that kept on coming up was you. You are so taking charge of your own life. It's not even funny. Lover's card. Okay. The Death card. You are getting all major arcana. These are the big messengers of the deck. They're not subtle. So this is like big life perspective. Love for Aries. Love for Aries. Please make it clear. Okay. So what's exhausting you? What are you standing by? The tenacity. Something in your relationship, something in love. Some of you guys are not in a relationship, but something tenaciously is holding on. Despite that you might be exhausted. This is a generous card. This is Six of Pentacles. Reminds us of the generosity others have given us, the grace others have given us. Also reminds us to be graceful as well, to be generous. Things can happen in moments of generosity. And we've got another major arcana card. This is the World. This is buttoning up a chapter. This is, you got this in your career reading, I believe. Did you get it in your career reading? Yeah. Coming out of confusion. There's been some confusion, holding on to something. What is this World card? Please make it clear. You might be having some options. It feels very kind of light. If this is flirtations, it would be with somebody who's different from you, even a distance from you, culturally different, all that. And this is, I feel like this is repeating a little bit. There's some repetition here. And it might be some light flirting, or it might be some, just your imagination kind of running off and considering. That's only for a few of you guys. Yeah. So there's a pattern here that, in love, that tarot is trying to get your attention about. There's a pattern here in love. It could be flirting with people that you know you're never going to have a relationship with them, you know, but it could be flirting with people who are different from you, far away enough that it's kind of, it's safe. Maybe it's to relieve some of the exhaustion or something. It could be that you're even being exhausted by this pattern and don't even know it. King of Rods. What's this Lover's card? Two of Swords again. That indecisive Two of Swords. So there's a choice that needs to be made in love. You're feeling indecisive about. It feels sometimes like it's a project that will never end. It feels like so you could even go into love and ask yourself, what specifically is kind of exhausting about this? And you get some interesting answers, but there's this holding on. Clarity on the Lovers. Why is there this holding on for my sweet Aries? Chariot card, moving forward. And this feels very much connected to the authority, to the Emperor, moving forward despite confusion, moving forward. It's that feeling of, you guys, if you don't have answers, you're not going to get them by standing still. You're not going to get them by not going forward. So you, through sheer willpower, are moving forward regardless. What's this Death card? So the Death card, that's not literal death. That's, I mean, it can be, but it's usually broader, a bigger picture in the sense that it's a chapter that is naturally supposed to come to an end. And there's been resistance. I think that there's been conflict with this. With every Death card, there is the rebirth of something new. New people come into your life. It always comes with new people, new opportunities, because that's what it is. We're making room in our lives for new energies. And I think the whole point is to grow, whether or not we're aware of it. And you are growing, and it's slow, but it's steady, just like the Chariot card. Now this actually is a fast moving card, but the actual progress is there. The true progress is there. It just might feel a little slow. So some days, you know, the words that come to my mind is fake it till you make it. Some days it doesn't feel like you're going anywhere. On the outside, you're doing a lot, you know. You might be communicating, you might be socializing. You're trying to do a lot to move forward. and you actually are making progress. Now this card talks about just the beginning of a journey. It's a 2. We go all the way up to 10. 10 is the big picture, the ending, the happy ending, da, 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 da. 2 of rods is first looking at oneself before they can launch, before their ship can leave the harbor. They're holding on to that staff. And in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, that staff is attached to the ground. So you're not ready to leave yet, but first you have to take a look at yourself. You're looking out at the broad view of the ocean. This is the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. He's looking out at that big broad view. What can the world do for me, and what can I do for the world? What can I do in a relationship, in my next relationship, or in this one? For some of you guys, you're still hooked up, right? So this is kind of an evaluation period of oneself. And because an old chapter is supposed to die off, whether you like it or not, right? And when we resist that, it don't feel good. This is temperance, transformation, again with the patience, slow moving. Transformation takes time. And the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, I have to say that constantly because this has different beautiful illustrations. But this is the Aquarian tarot deck if you like it. So the original picture shows that turning water into wine, pouring one liquid into one cup, and it turning into, is alchemy, right? So what comes with that is balance. So a rebalancing is needed if you want to let go of this old chapter and start the new one off healthy. From my Aries, 3 of Swords. Was there a heartbreak? Was there something that ripped you apart? What about that 3 of Swords? It needs attention. Okay, all right, what about it? Maybe communicating about it is needed. Ace of Swords comes out upside down. Usually when this is right side up, it's a message coming through. Is there somebody you need to get closure with? Is there a message that needs to come through? Is there communication that needs to happen? Is there an aha moment that's waiting to come through? That's all communication. It's all up here. It's information. Okay, that right. Anything else? King of Swords. King of Swords, we've got King of Rods and King of Swords out on the table. So, despite appearances, one has to step back and be like, what is actually happening here? What, like facts. This is King of Swords. You got it earlier in your career reading. You have the ability to put that hat on of like, what are the facts? What do we have? What's black and white about this? Well, that is going to help possibly in understanding this point you are at in love is looking at the information around you about a partner, about yourself. Are there patterns that do not serve you? Is there an imbalance? Are you sleeping too much, too little, drinking too much, too little? Just kidding. Is there such a thing? I don't know. But you know what I mean. So actually stepping back and looking at the facts, and this could be 2 characters. For some of you guys, this is 2 characters. Somebody who is like keeping up appearances and they're just so shooting for that goal of a beautiful relationship and we can do this and we can be this. For some of you guys, that is going to be the outside. It feels very much like some of you guys, that is outside what you are projecting to others. And what tarot is pointing a finger at is there's this need for the character of the King of Swords. Somebody who is going to step back and look at the practical side of what's going on. And it's going to help understand how to rebalance things, if that makes sense. All right, you guys. One last card from the tarot. Boom! The Magician. It's about creating something new. Because why? The Death card. Inevitable closing of a chapter. Inevitable, like settling on a choice. Making a choice, despite how hard it is. And you are the Emperor, so you are going forward, you know, even if some days it feels slow. And you are going to recreate using all of the resources, the cups, the swords, the wands, the pentacles. You are going to create a new version of your future. All right, I adore you guys. Check out your shorts. They come out regularly. The ones coming up should be ready in Monday, Tuesday. Take care.